Hello everybody and welcome to SMAK the Bug 48. My name is Agrophobic and I will be your streamer today. I hope you guys are ready for a fantastic stream. We are here today. We're going to be starting off with JD and Crass. Let's hope that we have a good first stream. Unfortunately, there's not going to be much commentary today. A lot of us are extremely exhausted and don't have it in us to commentate, but I hope you still enjoy the stream as it is. So I will give you updates as needed.
Foresight! Got it! So long! You can do it, Charizard!
Pikachu!
Hello, everybody. We're gonna take a short, tiny little break. We need some matches to line up here, and we will see you back in hopefully about 2 or 3 minutes. So, all right, see you then.
Hello. Okay, well, I'm apparently in here by myself. Wherever acrophobic is. So, that's fun. Oh, what's up, Seraph? I'm just gonna go in the chat. Alright, well, I'm gonna just be waiting for a bit then, while we wait for the match.
Hey,
Nice.
Lunar, what is up, my dude?
What up?
Sorry, I ran downstairs for some food. Sometimes you
Okay.
just
Alright,
be how it do
Discord
sometimes.
decided to reset itself.
Oh, move.
That was weird.
Welcome. How was your day today?
Fine for the most part. Work was a little stressful, but other than that, fine.
Good.
How about you?
My stream went a little odd today. I played Ocarina of Time randomizer today,
Nice.
and I basically missed over something, and it kind of screwed me over, and I took 5 hours instead of like 3. So
Ooh, that
randomizers.
sucks.
Yeah.
Randomizers, yeah. They sound fun, I guess, until something goes wrong.
Oh, they're tons of fun. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes stuff like that happens, and it just sends you over.
There it is. I'm trying to bring up. Alright, so we got Jeepers and
A fly.
a fly. Alright. Okay, so we have a fly using, it seems like Game & Watch and Steve. Alrighty. It likes the low-res characters. And it seems
With,
like Jeepers been Huh?
Go for it.
I was gonna say, it looks like Jeepers been using Pyra.
I feel like Jeepers has a decent grasp on like characters that don't show up very often. So like going obscure characters against Jeepers might not always be the best option, even though I don't know. I feel like Jeepers knows a little bit of those matchups better just because of the crazy obscure characters that Jeepers plays.
I feel like the characters that Jeepers plays. How do I say this? Because I don't I don't want to necessarily be rude, and I don't want it to come off like I'm disrespecting Jeepers' skill because he's a very good player. But I guess the best way I can put this is I feel like Jeepers kind of plays characters that like are better at keep away and like don't necessarily have to like fight as much, if that makes sense. Like I feel like so for example, like if you're playing Fox has to fight you. Fox doesn't really have too many options. He's got his laser, sure, but Fox has to be in your face. He has to rush you down. But a lot of Jeepers characters excel at kind of keeping the opponent out and not really having to deal with a lot of pressure, if they can set up their zoning game well.
And I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with playing keep away like that.
No,
Because
absolutely
it's
not.
Definitely a viable strategy.
It absolutely is. Yeah, that's why I was saying like I didn't want it to come off as if I was like complaining or disrespecting him, because I agree. There's absolutely nothing wrong with playing keep away or playing a zoning game. That is viable and that's absolutely part of the game.
Yeah.
Wow, just holds it in his face. And
Under a
I don't
minute
know.
in, and we're already 2 stocks down. On...
Yeah, I don't know if that was a shield poke or if a fly just kind of dropped shield there, but because he got the first stock relatively quickly. Tries to up the shield Game & Watch's forward air. Interesting choice. Yeah, but a fly definitely kind of not really afraid right now, and usually Game & Watch is kind of the character that is a little less interactive, and usually kind of a little bit more, I want to say spammy, not necessarily as a result of like the player, more so as a result of just who Game & Watch is as a character and the options that they present.
Yeah.
Game & Watch doesn't have like too many tools to work with, but the tools that Game & Watch does have are very good. And Jeepers actually kind of doing going to Mithra. Seems like unlike last week, actually learning how to use Mithra a little bit more. Because Mithra actually a character, in my opinion, that does have to do a little bit more fighting than Pyra. Pyra, I think, can kind of play the keep away game because she's got such massive hitboxes and powerful ones. So it's like you kind of just have to command like she kind of commands this this respect, whereas like Mithra definitely has to fight. Miss input.
I hate to see that.
Oh yeah, okay. I guess
think-
that they wanted that neutral B.
Yeah, I think Jeepers was going for Lightning Buster. You hate to see that.
No, you definitely do hate to see that. I was going to say because it connected, but that move is not known for its kill power.
No.
And then going to go back to Pyra here, but is up a comfortable percent lead here. And we're going to see if a fly is going to be able to make anything work here. Game & Watch very, very late too. One hit from Pyra is absolutely going to end this. So a fly has to pick his spots very well here. Yeah.
And there's that one hit.
I'm just going to F smash out of shield that and, or rather drop shield F smash because you can't quite do that out of shield. But just going to drop shield F smash and it's going to be able to catch the end lag of the rapid jab. There, that or he just didn't shield, or a fly just didn't shield rather. Do we know, is Squatch coming today? Do we know?
He will not be coming today. He has already worked over 40 hours this week.
Jeez.
And he needs a break.
Let's say, yeah, geez, it's only
Yeah.
Wednesday, but
And that's just at his paying job. So
sounds like coding life, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, not to mention any work that he's done with SMAK. So
Yeah.
man is a machine.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Seems like he's out here. What the heck? Where did that go? All right, oh, there it is. Thought I lost one of my game cartridges for my Switch, but turns out I did not. All right, so game 1 gonna go to Jeepers there. This is the first round of top 8, right?
Oh. Yeah, we're in semifinals.
All right, cool. So gonna be a 3 to 5. Gonna see a character switch to Steve here. Looks like Tennis Steve. That's just what that get up reminds. That's what
Yeah,
that
it
get up
is.
reminds me of. Reminds me of a tennis player.
Yeah. I think that's what they're going for there.
They might be. They might be. That's not what I meant to do.
I've every time I played against the Steve, I'm always terrified of that minecart. Because that
Minecart
minecart
is a very, very good move.
has caught me way too many times to count. That and I'm just bad at the game in general, but
No, minecart's tough because minecart does a lot of different things. Minecart is it's a hitbox, it's a command grab, it's recovery, it's an edge guarding tool. It's a ledge trap tool. Minecart is a lot of things. It's a very versatile move.
Yeah, thankfully it can be broken, like we just saw with Jeepers right there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an insane move.
It is quite the
Whoa.
insane move for sure.
I would not have thought to use TNT like that. That was a good pressure
On platform, yeah.
Flies.
That I actually wouldn't have thought of that either. And then I don't know what Jeepers keeps going for a lot of these like seemingly random up Bs. I'm sure that they have a reason for throwing them out, but I've just seen them throw a lot of them in what seem like neutral situations, but seem like situations where like up B at a shield or up B in general wouldn't really punish. But I'm not really sure what the deal is here. Jeepers is opting to wait the TNT out. Kind of a smart move there. Ooh, Town and City screwing him up. That's really unfortunate for a fly and really fortunate for Jeepers.
I will say that Prominence Revolt has a huge amount of damage on knockback and is easily a kill move. So
No, it absolutely does and is, but at the same time, it's very punishable. And he actually died for, like, he lost his first stock because he just kind of did it off platform. And I get that it can be a landing mix-up, but I feel like, I don't know. It's early, so maybe you can still get away with that, but the longer these characters are out, and especially once offline comes back, like, that's just not going to fly.
yeah. Because we can see that Jeepers is down a stock right now, which is atypical of him.
Very, very much so. Jeepers usually the one kind of like controlling the pace of most games. Gonna get a good side B there. Just kind of gonna rush them down. Yeah, there's that minecart again. Runs right into the. I know it's not the name of the move, but it just reminds me of the Pokemon move Flame Wheel.
Oh.
Forward air.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, Mithra, not quite that light. Actually, I believe they got hit by a wooden sword too, so that would make sense. Wooden sword being the weakest of Steve's weapons, or wooden items in general, I should say, not necessarily just the sword. Minecart, yeah, it's a minecart. That's the other thing. Minecart's a burst option. It's a burst option in the ground and in the air, so it's very, especially online, that is so hard to react to. That is not going to be easy to deal with, unfortunately.
So that's a 1-1 in this best of 5. Best of
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's this is interesting. Because normally we see Jeepers tend to take those leads really early.
Mm-hmm.
And this has been very different from what we normally see. Not very many people go zoners really against Jeepers. That could be part of it. You can really zone out your opponent with minecarts and random blocks in the stage. So
You can, but you do. But the thing about that is, if the Steve wants to do that, they have to keep on top of their resource management.
yeah, that is true.
All right, gonna see no character switch here.
We're going to
from
Smash
either player.
this time.
Bit of a Smashville. Bit of a bigger stage side blast zone wise, but that's in part because Smashville is a smaller, like, not counting the blast zones, giving the actual size of the stage as a whole, Smashville is a smaller stage, so probably just doesn't want to give Steve enough time to keep setting up the minecart, doesn't want to have to deal with the burst option nearly as much, and wants to be able to pressure them a little bit better, I would think, is the reason for going to a smaller stage like this. But of course, it's tough when Steve can just build stage off the stage.
Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting setup. This has been the most advanced big brain Steve play that we've seen at a SMAK the Bug.
Yeah, Steve is... Yes, you talk about the 2 blocks and the minecart
Yeah.
that's set up right there. Yeah, Jeepers figuring out how to counter it after seeing it once. Very, very great adaptation from Jeepers there. It's as much as I do and will complain about Steve until until Smash Ultimate is dead as a game, I can't say he's wow. What a setup! He blocks up Bs into them, crosses them up, and then forward smashes. But yeah, I can't say that Steve isn't an interesting character. Steve is still like there's. I feel like every Steve player that I watch that has put time into Steve, I should say. But I feel like every Steve player I watch like always brings something new. I feel like I have yet to really see like good Steve players and feel like I'm watching the same character.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different options Steve can do. Yeah, see, there's the command grab.
Ooh.
Went for up smash. Now I don't know what weapon Steve had at the time. Maybe it was still wood, but I would have thought. Okay,
Yeah,
against
it
the
seems
killing
to be
way, I
wood.
would have thought maybe forward smash, because I feel like down smash you might still need resources too. I don't know much
So-
about Steve, but
I think that was a read on
to jump out.
Yeah, the jump out to go into something. Because that would have been a really good option if Jeepers would have jumped out, but Jeepers definitely predicting that and staying in the minecart, which you don't think about doing. You think about getting out of that minecart as fast as possible. But
Yeah, most people are definitely mashing, and it seems like a Fly was kind of counting on that, but Jeepers kind of having the presence of mind to just say, hey, I'm just going to wait a second, see what you do.
yeah. Oh, I thought that would have removed the.
A double parry from Jeepers. Oh my god, the defensive play coming out.
Jeepers, we're definitely seeing a lot more out of Jeepers now than we were before.
Yeah, so I have to point out the Fly did a sick up B edge cancel earlier, but yeah, no, for sure. I think the smaller stage definitely working out in Jeepers' favor here. Jeepers not I think picking it for the reason I said before, not really giving Steve too much room to run around and set up just the zoning game that they need to continue to mine resources, and it's really paying out big dividends for Jeepers here.
What?
Interesting.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Jeepers still won, but what just happened?
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that later. Yeah, that's
What? What?
yeah, that was a little suspect. Also, Toby, that comment is suspect. I miss offline as much as the next guy, but I don't know about that one, Chief. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, because I saw that, because all of a sudden Jeepers was just like below, like hit the, which there was a tech opportunity, not that you would ever expect that to happen, but they like mine-carted, I think, and then all of a sudden Jeepers like hit the stage and was dead.
It didn't even look like Jeepers got hit in the first place.
No,
That's
it didn't.
the
It just
weird
looked like
part.
yeah,
It
I'm gonna have
just
to.
shot straight down is what it looked like from my perspective.
No, it looked like
was
that to me too.
insane. Wow. At least that wasn't a random occurrence of that on his last stock. Imagine if that was his last stock. That would have not been fair.
Yes. Sarah says he's clipping it now. Yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah, and I think they just posted the clip. I'm actually gonna check that out.
Buh?
Going back to Game and Watch, interesting. Yeah, let's check that clip out, because that was buh.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, Jeepers did not get hit there.
The Flame Nova? That's they did
Yeah.
neutral B.
Weird. We'll show that again on stream shortly after this match, but that was kind of insane.
I think I know, which we should still re-show that. I think I know what happened. Yeah. So I'm kind of pausing it and unpausing it. So what happened was, it looked like Jeepers did Flame Nova, and Minecart hit Jeepers as they were doing Flame Nova, and rather than, like, I don't know if it's because Flame Nova pushed it back, but it seems like it grabbed him and then it but didn't land on stage. It immediately fell off stage.
Yeah.
But like dragged him, like teleported him down. Because they died in Minecart. Yeah, okay, but we'll look at that later. Back to the match here. We have Jeepers up 2-1, and a Fly opting to go back to Game & Watch, already being down a stock. With a Kalos counter pick, I am a little surprised at the decision to go back to Game & Watch. So the Game & Watch didn't do bad game 1 by any means. In fact, the Game & Watch took the first stock. And maybe they just dual main. Maybe they're just comfortable with both characters. But it really great ledge trap there. But it really seemed like, with given counter pick, and it really seemed like the smaller stage was the reason that the Steve kind of didn't work out last game. So I would have thought that they would keep it, that they would keep Steve here in favor of a bigger stage. But no, seems to opt back to Game & Watch, and great patience there from Jeepers.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing Jeepers adapting to. We definitely saw it last match, but we saw Jeepers adapting to Steve and overcoming that. Sometimes all it takes is that one match where you're outclassed to figure it out. Which is most likely what happened with that last one.
Definitely had matches like that before in bracket where I lose game 1, but sometimes that's all I needed just to kind of figure out what they do and then win the next 2.
Yeah.
Shield getting like an eminent. Couldn't shield grab that. Yeah, full charged Flame Nova is actually surprisingly safe on shield. Back air, yeah, that's going to kill Game & Watch. And all right, Jeepers will take the set 3-1. Yeah, I definitely think I'm a little bit surprised by the switch.
As am I.
Did they rage quit out? Is that what happened? Not trying to call a Fly rager, I'm just saying. Yeah, that's like what happened.
Oh boy.
Alrighty then. So yeah, a little surprised by that decision to go back to Game & Watch. I definitely thought that the Steve was doing better than the Game & Watch. Not that the Game & Watch was bad, but in this matchup, it just feels like Pyra is such a threat to Game & Watch because of how light he is and how disjointed Pyra is, and just how easily that, like, it feels like Pyra could just kill you.
Yeah.
And Game & Watch has kind of has always, even in this game and the last game where they were decent, has always kind of really struggled with disjoints. So a disjoint that's going to kill you, especially as Game & Watch at like 80, not the best look.
So we're going to switch over to next side of winners semifinals. But here's what we've got for that last. Never there.
Absolutely. All right, so are we waiting on W Turtle Hands, or are we going to losers matches?
We are going to the next. Yes, we are going to W Turtle Hands. Yes.
All right, nice. I had debated entering this week, going exclusively Paramithra, but over the weekend I tried to play online and then remembered how much I absolutely despise it. So I said no. I don't know what it is. Every couple weeks or so, or every couple months maybe, I always somehow reconvince myself that online isn't as bad as I remember until I play online again, and then I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah. You hate to see it because like this is definitely a game that would be a lot better right now if online was taken more seriously. And
I agree. I agree,
you
but
hate
in
to
order
see
for
it.
in order for online to be taken seriously, it had the netcode itself has to be good enough for that to happen. And unfortunately, Ultimates is not. There are, don't get me wrong, like it's a personal preference thing. There are plenty of pros that still play online. I think ESAM for one, but I can't do it. And I'm nowhere near top level, but I can't do it. I just don't like it.
And I don't even mean taken seriously from the players. I mean taken seriously from like development side, because like
That too.
in Japan, where everyone is so much closer to each other, this kind of online works. But in the United States, where a lot of people are not as close together, it doesn't work, and it tends to be a huge issue.
Yes, Japan, I believe, is comparable to around the size of Florida. So, so in Japan, I believe their average internet speeds are higher than the average U.S. internet speed. On top of the fact that like they are just a smaller region. So,
Yeah.
playing from like the
Geographically,
tip.
at least.
Yeah, geographically. So just playing from the tip of north to south, like Japan, I'm sure is probably still fine connection for them over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, the biggest problem is just that like it adds so much extra delay. I'm sure everyone now kind of knows about how like the extra spectators adding. I think like I don't remember how. I think an extra frame of delay like per
I believe
spectator.
It's 4 per people in the lobby.
Yeah, just like
it's crazy.
absolutely ridiculous there. Just makes the game really, really just not feel good to play. And makes it, it's like, obviously we do this, but it's like makes it hard to stream events too, because it's just like, well, there's at least 3 people. It's tough, and I just wish the online was better. What's frustrating too, and unfortunately, and it's only one. Well, no, Capcom has been 2. Very few fighting games are now. They seem to be catching on to rollback netcode. Capcom, of course, had implemented it in Street Fighter V, but it's not that good, even though it is rollback. Arc System Works putting Strive into Guilty Gear Accent Core, and now going to be putting it in Strive as well. The netcode for that they've been using, I don't know if it's GGPO or what, but has gotten very positive feedback. And it bothers me that these fighting game companies are only now kind of catching on to this, and again, even at that, it's only a few, because rollback has been around since 2006.
Yeah,
it
it's
is not new
technology. But,
no, it is not new by any stretch of the imagination.
And this style of netcode has been used for many years and has not been very good. So
I guess what I'm hoping, and I'm sure a lot of people are hoping, I guess one of the few good things to come out of this pandemic was getting specifically Arc System Works to look into rollback netcode, because I kind of feel like if the pandemic never happened, Strive would be coming out with normal delay-based netcode, because as much as people love Guilty Gear, Guilty Gear Xrd, which is the current one out, until Strive is out, great game. I've heard so many good things about Guilty Gear Xrd. Dog crap netcode. Dog crap.
Yeah, I'm
absolute
not surprised.
garbage. So I feel like this is really Hadark System Works, looking into that. And I'm really hoping that Strive is a good enough game with good netcode to set a precedent for other fighting games. I really do hope that.
Yeah. And let's hope that Nintendo actually looks at that too, because how stubborn Nintendo is to a lot of change.
So, well, Nintendo, I agree, they are stubborn. However, what I will say is Bandai Namco is who was in charge for the netcode, and actually a lot of the balancing too for Ultimate. They also do it for Dragon Ball FighterZ and Tekken. And unless they see the light, we're not going to see it. The other problem, adding rollback, and I don't necessarily know the logistics of it, although I can kind of imagine why it is. Adding rollback netcode into an already existing finish game is much harder than building it into the game.
Oh, definitely.
So that's another big thing is essentially trying to tear apart your game to add the new netcode. But if the developers can rip apart
clean Turtle Hands.
That was, and I will get back to commentating the match. I just want to say this real quick. If the developers of Smash Ultimate can literally update every single stage in this game just so Minecraft Steve could be a part of it, I see no reason why we can't have good netcode.
Yeah.
Anyway, rant over. I don't know much about coding, so I'm sure I'm making somewhat of an ignorant statement there. But I feel like if they're willing to do the work to add that character in, there's at least room for discussion about better netcode. That's what I'll say. Anyway, so this matchup, I've actually never seen this. I haven't seen Sephiroth Pikachu. I know that Turtle Hands, former Ridley player, has dropped Ridley in favor of Sephiroth since it came out, and Sephiroth has a lot of Sephiroth has a lot of like stabby hitboxes rather, and a lot of thin hitboxes. It's not like Marth or Lucina, where there's a lot of arcing hitboxes. The only real big arcing hitbox that Sephiroth has is that up smash and up air. So I feel like it's actually going to be rather hard for Sephiroth to keep Pikachu out here. Pikachu, a tiny target, really small body. Gonna be hard to hit, and as I say that, Turtle Hands also is getting back aired and is also down to stock. Great counter. Hasn't taken too much damage yet, but is gonna have to find a way to close out this stock of Pikachus. And yeah, W, I've commented on this. Really good at just knowing when they should just kind of, dash attack gonna do it. Sit back and fire T-Jolts. Sometimes I feel like W does get a little bit impatient, but recently I feel like I've been seeing W kind of like opt for more just throwing more T-Jolts whenever they're up. And I'm a fan, because when you have the lead, you have no reason to, there's really no reason for you to be approaching when you have the lead.
Yeah.
Recklessly, anyway. Great down tilt, great parry down tilt there by Turtle Hands. Gonna have to make something happen. Percent's not too far off. Definitely not undoable. Sephiroth does have a lot of kill power. Back throw, back air. Gonna try and ledge trap with the neutral B there. I am so glad that I stopped back in to hear Ludo rant about Steam. What's up, KO? Yeah, this does look really hard. I agree. He is just trying to look for solid hits, especially online. That's kind of why I have a hard time playing Greninja, because Greninja kind of needs solid hits.
Yeah,
so it's
Oh. With all those very thin hitboxes, it's going to be very hard to hit Pikachu at its size.
But Turtle Hands is doing it.
Yeah.
About even percents right now, and this is when I feel like now it's going to get real scary for Pikachu. As I say that, gets hit by dash attack and dies off the top.
Commentator's curse.
The instant commentator's curse. All right, so game one going to go to W here. We'll see if Turtle Hands has any answers here. I feel like since I've been commentating, since I've been back to commentating, I haven't seen too many Turtle Hand games, but I feel like Turtle Hands does still have a Game & Watch. For those who don't know, Turtle Hands actually mained Game & Watch back in the Smash 4 days. Obviously, got quite a few changes from Smash 4 to Ultimate. But I know that they do still kind of have a pocket Game & Watch. But it looks like we're just going to stick with the Sephiroth here. I can't see Turtle Hands going to Ridley at all. I just feel like that's an even worse matchup.
So far, it seems like Turtle Hands has benched Ridley. I don't know. We haven't really seen him play Ridley again since we've seen him start to play Sephiroth.
No, and I feel like that makes sense. Ridley, not really a that great of a character. I have told Turtle Hands. I know that he's told me, he doesn't really play the game to win. And I understand that, because I have told him, having played him back at the Smash 4 days when I felt like he was a little bit more serious about the game, I have told him, I said, I feel like Ridley, I was like, you're a great player, I just feel like Ridley holds you back. And he's like, you're probably right, the game's just not about winning for me anymore. And I'm like, that's fair. I can't argue with that. But Sephiroth, I feel like definitely, obviously with the online era, all of the DLC that have come out since, I want to say Min Min. I think Min Min was the first one we got in quarantine. No one really knows where to put them on the tier list because online is just not really good. So a good test of that. Oh, great read. So no one really knows where Sephiroth sits on the tier list, but I'm pretty confident in saying that Sephiroth is a decently better character than Ridley.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of of times where like Ridley just doesn't have what it takes to do what he needs to.
Yeah, definitely not. Turtle Hand just gonna kind of wait with his back turned, very Sephiroth-esque. He does have the lead, of course, so he doesn't really have to rush anything right now. And despite not having the best projectile, Sephiroth has all the range in the world to keep you out. Good confirm there. Off of the T-Jolt, gets the down tilt, and then misses the tech. So going to get the dash attack. Not quite going to kill, even with a close to max rage Pikachu, but not the best DI there. Not sure if Sephiroth could have lived anyway, but regardless, the first stock going to go to W. And Turtle Hands just kind of spamming dash attack. Oh, gets clipped with an air, but isn't able to kill. Neutral air? Not quite.
Oh, that was a great counter on Turtle Hands' part. I was worried that might have broken his counter, but that was a really good counter.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. KO, I really respect that mindset, but I think about the local where someone behind him begged him to go Game & Watch against me, and he simply yelled back, "No, I want fun." Yeah, that definitely sounds like Turtle Hands in Smash Ultimate for sure. He also had a different tag in Smash 4. His tag was Master Chef in Smash 4.
I definitely like Turtle Hands. Turtle Hands is a great tag.
Turtle Hands is a great tag, I agree. Not that there's anything wrong with Master Chef, but Turtle Hands is absolutely a great tag. Oh, great down air. The Aerith killer. It's funny, and it's funny, and I think this is actually because Sephiroth's damage output is pretty high, but it feels like Turtle Hands have kind of been getting smacked around a little bit by Pikachu, and Pikachu's really been getting a lot of hits, but the percents have remained relatively even. Turtle Hands always a little bit behind, but never anything too, like, right there, one forward tilt, what was that, 18% because it was the sweet spot? Like, oh, God, gets that recovery with the up smash, and as I say that, Turtle Hands, I think, has like, a stock lead for, I want to say the first time in the set, but I don't think they had a stock lead at any point in game one. I could be wrong about that. Turtle Hands is great, period. I agree, yeah. End up gonna lose their second stock there, and great down tilt. Uses movement to avoid. Just gonna keep doing the, I believe that's the neutral B. Oh no, the side B.
Side B. I mean, heck, if it's getting rid of T-Jolts, fuck it, right?
Oh, I agree. Great option. But that's actually how he lost his stock last game, though. That's how he lost the game, is W fired a T-Jolt, ran towards Turtle Hands. Turtle Hands did that to mitigate it and then got dash attacked for it. So I definitely would watch that for sure. Gonna get back aired. Now we have One Winged Angel, so we're gonna see Sephiroth gain a little bit extra speed, which will hopefully help deal with Pikachu a little bit more. Tried to bait an air dodge out there and ended up not doing anything, and Will just didn't give it to him. And unfortunately, Turtle Hands decided to not throw out a move, so didn't get any hit there. And Thunder to call the jump out, and that is going to be what's happening?
It's like 2-0 right now.
Yeah, that's going to be 2-0. Sorry, the stream froze a little bit on my end.
Oh, my bad.
Gonna go back to PS2 here. Yeah, I'm not really, again, this is my first time seeing this matchup. I'm not really sure what stages Sephiroth would want to necessarily pick against Pikachu. But even with that being said, I don't really think the problem is the stage. I just think that Turtle Hands needs to play a little bit better. Just maybe make just a few better decisions in neutral. That being said, Turtle Hands hasn't been playing bad by any means. These are games 1 and 2 were both very close, but unfortunately not able to clutch out either of them here. So we'll see if there's any adjustments that that they make in this game 3 to keep themselves alive in winner's bracket.
I do have faith in Turtle Hands. Turtle Hands has brought back stuff in the past, so there's a definite chance that he could just reverse 3-0 this. But with W being one of our best players in STD, that could definitely be a very hard outcome for him.
Mm-hmm. Is up a stock currently, though? I gotta stop talking about that. I gotta just... Pretty much. Just cue circus music every time I talk about one of them being up a stock, please. Oh, W kind of going for it all. Pikachu, of course, does have the recovery resources to be able to go that low. Intercepts the up B and is going to get some good damage from it, but not going to be able to get the kill. Only 11% here. Gets one of the lurking balls of death, I'll call it, on Pikachu, but W shields. Good back air. I believe sniped the jump with that. It's not going to matter too much, though. Pikachu, notoriously hard character to gimp. It's hard to gimp in this game in general, but Pikachu especially, I feel like you're not really going to get a gimp on there. So something I've noticed, Turtle Hands has actually opted, and they need to for the extra height, don't get me wrong, but whenever Turtle Hands is below the stage like that, they're opting to go for the Octaslash, which does not sweet spot ledge, and I'm not really seeing W call that at all with like a forward smash or something, because I feel like Pikachu definitely, and I could be wrong about this, because again, I don't know, but I feel like Pikachu has the range on forward smash to be able to catch Sephiroth going above ledge like that.
So he has to go for that Octaslash because the distance is definitely what he needs. Because if he doesn't go for that Octaslash and he just goes for the normal one, he's not going to be able to get high enough.
No, yeah, and I had stated that before, that like they're definitely doing it because of the extra height boost, but I more so was just trying to comment on the fact that like I don't see W trying to punish it. I don't really see them trying to like space an F smash at ledge to catch it.
Ooh. He still has a chance to bring this around.
He definitely does. That's what I mean, like right there. That was a little bit more ambiguous because Turtle Hands did not need to go for the Octaslash there like they had before.
Mm-hmm. It may have just been Turtle Hands being used to it for going for it. Oh. He's getting a good bit of chip in.
Goes for up throw nair, doesn't get anything, unfortunately. Yeah, gonna catch that. Goes for normal up B there, doesn't risk going for the Octa Slash, but because all W's doing is throwing T-Jolts, and I feel like especially now, like, might be a good idea to just take that risk and see if you can space that forward smash to get the kill, because you won't die for it, but is gonna catch the tech in place with the dash attack, and it's gonna be a 3-0 for W there. Pikachu, Sephiroth did not look fun for Sephiroth at all.
Did not look fun at all. You're right. We're now going to... I don't know. I think we're going to go to winners finals, I assume. It's going to be W and Jeepers. Yeah, we are going to winners finals here. It'll be W versus Jeepers. We've seen these guys fight each other before. So let's see where it goes. We've had W on stream a lot tonight.
Have we?
Yeah. We've followed him at least twice now, because I think we followed him once before. Now we're following him again.
One of my favorite memes I just came across on Twitter is the memes of how strong Ash Ketchum is, because several times throughout the entire anime of Pokemon, he is just shown to be holding Pokemon casually that are incredibly heavy.
What, like a Totodile or something?
No, so there's literally an episode where he's holding a Larvitar, and a Larvitar weighs about 72 kilograms, which is about 158 pounds. And he's just like holding them like it's nothing. So the meme I just saw was, I'm sure you've seen Pokemon the first movie.
Yeah.
So the meme I just saw was it's when Ash goes to punch Mewtwo, but Mewtwo blocks him, and it says, and it said, "Dang, no wonder Mewtwo blocked Ash." And it's Ash on his arm holding a Pokemon that's 16 kilograms. Him lifting whatever the lower form of Hippowdon is, which is 49 kilograms.
I think that's
him
Jeez.
Hippopotas.
Yeah.
Him holding the middle fire starter of Gen 6. So Tepig's evolved form, which is 50.
Jeez.
Which is 55. Like lifting him up, smiling at him, and then him just kind of like holding this Larvitar. So Ash is built. And no wonder Mewtwo blocked him, because he was definitely getting decked.
Yeah.
I always love when that meme resurfaces. I just always love seeing, just like, it's like, yeah, so apparently Ash is just super built. Like, this 10-year-old kid just...
Roided out 10-year-old.
This perpetually 10-year-old kid roided out of his mind.
Oh gosh, that's so funny.
Isn't it?
Oh jeez.
Cosmion? I haven't seen that one. He had the Sun Pudamark that weighs about a ton, Cosmion, which weighs like about 2,000 pounds. Ash be going to the wrong gyms. I agree, Ash do be going to the wrong gyms, Toby. Ash needs to be doing Olympic weightlifting with guns like that. Like, jeez. Holding Larvitar and Pignite. Yes, Pignite. LOL. Also throwing a tree.
Throwing a tree? Excuse me?
I don't remember. I don't recall that episode, but like, yeah, Ash needs to be looking into some Olympic weightlifting, man. Like, I don't think Pokemon trainer is the right occupation for you. Interesting. That way. Ash really lost to a Charizard with his Greninja, and then he releases it. Ash also lost to a Blaziken with his Charizard, so...
Gosh.
And yet somehow beats Gary's Blastoise with Charizard. Ash loses every single type advantage he should win, and then somehow wins against, like... And then somehow wins when he is at the type disadvantage.
It makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And yes, it releases it. Ash releases almost like every Pokemon he ever catches. He uses them for the region and then releases them. Especially, he had a special bond with that Greninja too. He had the whole Ash Greninja thing going on, and then he releases it. Like, come on, man. Like, how are you gonna do Greninja like that? But yeah, no, we'll never understand the writing of Pokemon in that regard. Flying Fire type loses to Firefighting type. Water type loses to Water type with Protein loses to Fire Flying type. Yet beats the Water type with his Fire Flying type.
Yeah, it is absolutely crazy.
It is. All right, so we're going to get W Jeepers, a rematch of the winners finals and grand finals of last week. In the same matchup that we saw last week's winter finals, Pikachu, Pyra.
I wonder if he. Oh God, I can't talk today. I'm wondering if he's gonna go Mythra at all, because we've seen a little bit more Mythra from Jeepers tonight than we have in the past.
Yeah, I think Jeepers really likes Pyra, and I haven't spoken to Jeepers. In fact, I don't speak to Jeepers at all, so I don't know. I don't actually know their opinion on this, but just from watching their play, I feel like Jeepers likes Pyra more. I feel like Pyra kind of fits Jeepers' playstyle a little bit better, but they also understand Jeepers is a good and a smart player, so I feel like they also understand though that they are really limiting themselves by only using half of the character.
The crazy part about this though is that as a character, Pyra and Mythra alone are very good.
Mythra more so than Pyra. I feel like Pyra has her strengths, don't get me wrong. Pyra's biggest thing though is neutral at low to mid percents. Pyra's great at ledge trapping and really great in advantage. The problem is getting an advantage with Pyra at low percents. Now, you know, Jeepers of course I don't think has switched to Mythra yet, and as I say that of course is up a stock, but I just feel like overall in general that's kind of where Pyra struggles, is being able to set up their neutral well enough. I don't think Pyra is a bad character, but I think Pyra is about a mid-tier. And that's not bad in this game.
We've seen a lot of, I guess, mid-tiers from Jeepers as it is. So, like, we're able to see, like, Jeepers is very good at playing this game. Very good. And
absolutely.
With all the mid-tiers that he plays, I'm wondering how that could change how we actually look at some of the mid-tiers.
No, for sure. I just think that Jeepers has realized though that, you know, as much as that, like, as good as Pyra can be, and as much more as Pyra, yeah, gets dash attack for that neutral B. As much as Pyra fits Jeepers a little bit better, Great conversion and great. I believe that was a 2-frame. That or W just didn't space the recovery well enough. But I think Jeepers realizes that like, as good as Pyra is, like it's great when it's working, but when it's not, I need to be able to use the other one. And Mithra is not within especially when you look at the characters that Jeeper uses. Mithra is not within Jeeper's comfort zone.
Yeah. I wonder if that'll get Jeepers to try to become a little bit more comfortable with characters that they don't normally play and see an even larger plethora of characters. Because we see a lot of different characters from Jeepers, and a lot of those characters are already characters that people don't necessarily see. So I'm wondering, like, if Jeepers would to go for even more characters that people don't see, how big of a roster could he get?
People have to, real quick, I'll comment on what you said in a second. People have to roll away from that, though, because Jeepers didn't just do it on the ground. Jeepers jumped and did that. And Jeepers has been going for charge Flame Nova. They haven't just been doing it raw, so I feel like you have to roll away from that. You can't roll or jump, depending on the situation, but, like, you can't just eat that. It'll do a lot of shield damage. It's especially charged very safe on shield, and it will kill you. No, I agree, though. It's definitely hard to fight someone who's, like, very good at multiple characters, because you never really know what to expect. I always have been, I'm more of a character specialist. I kind of just like to put all my time and resources into one character, because me personally, I would just rather not split my time, and I'd rather just give all the attention to, in my case, Greninja. But, you know, different strokes for different folks. Some people would rather play more characters. They probably just feel a little bit more comfortable. It varies up the game for them more, gives them a little bit more variety. I'm just like I said, this is my character.
Yeah, there is definitely a merit to specializing, because as the old adage goes, jack of all trades, master of none. But,
yes, absolutely.
Sometimes that huge roster can even still help.
No, it absolutely can help. There's also a good Bruce Lee quote for that. I believe the quote is, "I fear not the man who has practiced 1,000 kicks or 1,000 different kicks, but rather the man who has practiced one kick 1,000 times."
Yeah.
So that was only game 1, right?
Yes.
Or was that
only
2?
game 1.
Okay.
So we are on game 2. And so far it's looking in Jeepers' favor. How did last week go? Because I was unfortunately preoccupied last week.
So last week what happened is, so Jeepers, on I think a few unfortunate SDs, but Jeepers actually lost 3-0 in Winners Finals. Wow, actually goes for the spike and gets it. Pyra has kind of a pitiful spike on the downswing of the up B. But so Jeepers actually ended up losing in this exact matchup 3-0 in Winners Finals last week. And then came back to fight W in Grands and won 6 straight.
Oh, wow.
Yes, they played the first set as Min, and then they switched to like 3 different characters. I think they went like Isabelle, I think Rosa, and then went back to Pyra for game 6, or rather game 3 of set 2, but they ended up winning 6 straight.
I wonder if Jeepers, during any time that they had, was practicing against Pikachus.
Mm-hmm. Wonder as well, I maybe reviewed the VODs and was able to get and was able to kind of just figure out a little bit more here. But because Jeepers has been in control so far the entire set.
And it's looking really in Jeepers' favor right there. There it is.
Did our best. Nice one, Pyra.
Okay, so that is 2-0 Jeepers. Things are looking really good for Jeepers here. Jeepers
Yeah,
definitely has this
absolutely are.
matchup a lot better than the last time. Oh, they are running it back again. Dang.
Yeah, just gonna play all games on PS2. Again, I don't really know. I don't know W at all, so but definitely rush that. Maybe a little bit of salt there. It's always important in my opinion to take a breather. I'm definitely no stranger to getting frustrated whenever things aren't quite going my way in a set. But it's important to be able to take a breather. It's important to be able to just kind of step back and not rush into things and be able to kind of calmly get things out. As I say that though, 0 to death, and then Jeepers just walks over and forward airs him in the face. But a 0 to death there from W. Immediately taking control of game 3. 2 framed on the F smash. That is something that Pirate can do. Goes for the spike, does live. Gonna try and go for the same setup again, and then gets down air to up smashed for it. Doesn't die though. Forward airs off stage. Is gonna get the tech. Gets a side B. Unfortunate. I have to imagine that's a misinput. Now actually seems like Jeepers getting a little impatient. Despite the one being up 2-0 in the set, Jeepers actually it looks like they're getting a little impatient here. And I know they're down in the game, but you got to pick your spots well. Pikachu is definitely going to make you eat damage for picking for just being reckless and neutral. Yeah. Like forward smash on a back air on shield. Gonna get caught by the side B there. Hard to avoid. Kind of nothing you could do except like let go of ledge, regrab, and then try to get an option off.
Throwing out that sword really tends to take care of those T-jolts, and that's such a big gimp to a Pikachu.
Yes, T-Jolt not a transcendent projectile, so it can be negated with hits, unlike Wolf Blaster or fully charged Greninja Shuriken. Greninja Shuriken has some interesting properties. Anything but full charge works just like T-Jolt in the sense that it's not transcendent. You can just hit it to negate it, but once he gets a full charge Shuriken, it becomes like Wolf Laser. It's transcendent, and you cannot negate it. Pikachu not having a transcendent. Not many characters in this game have transcendent projectiles. The few that come to mind are all 3 space animals do. Like I said, Greninja full charge Shuriken. I believe Din's Fire is as well from Zelda.
That Prominence Revolt also almost killed by breaking shield.
Almost, yes. Jeepers has actually brought this back quite a bit. Yeah, it's just gonna end up side being there. Yes, I said Jeepers being a little impatient here, but
wow, I was not expecting that one.
Pikachu wins.
So that is 2-1 Jeepers right now. So we've got an uphill battle for W. He's got a 3-0, reverse 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they're going Yoshi's. Interesting.
Interesting indeed. W finally getting on the board though. Yoshi's not the greatest stage for Pikachu, especially in a matchup like this, where it's a smaller stage and there's just big hitboxes coming out from Pyra.
Yeah, all those big hitboxes are going to be extremely hard to avoid in Yoshi's.
Mm-hmm.
If Randall was here, he could say, I could help you with some of them, but...
Randall is not here. Hazards off, which to this day we'll never understand why that's not a toggle, but oh well.
Jeeper's starting out with Mithra this time. This is interesting.
Yeah, this is a little bit of an interesting pick, especially considering it was Jeeper's counter pick. Maybe he wants to smother Pikachu a little bit more. That's kind of a hard thing to do. Usually Pikachu's the one that does the smothering, but great F smash. Slightly higher percent, and that was absolutely killing.
We saw a lot of Jeeper's deaths last week with Mithra, right? He would switch to Mithra and almost instantly die.
Yes,
so
that actually is what happened. Yes.
I wonder if this is a way for Jeepers to try to learn a little bit on the matchup with Mithra instead of Pyra.
Mm-hmm.
Push himself out of his comfort zone to try to learn the character a little bit more. Because we do see a lot of waiting for Jeepers. Jeepers coming in with that read right there on the T door, or the quick attack. It's quick attack, right?
Yes, Pikachu's is quick attack and Pichu's is agility.
Ah.
The difference, of course, being that quick attack has a hitbox, agility does not. Went for down air there. I feel like they wanted Nair. I feel like Nair would have connected after that T-Jolt. Living. Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah. Questionable recovery there, personally. Not that there was too much that they could have done, but they were kind of inhibited by the platform.
Ooh.
Actually might have saved him there.
I think he did save him there. It didn't look like the up B was going to recover.
Yeah, it didn't look like they were close enough. For as good as the Aegis is, they do not have the best recoveries.
Yeah. If anything, Pyra's is a little bit better than Mithra's. Just because of the height.
Depending on the situation.
If you're close enough, it might be okay.
It depends on the situation, honestly. A little foresight coming through there. Yeah, but I feel it definitely depends on the situation as to which is better. Pyra's is nice because it can snap on the way up, and you have to be at a little bit more of a specific height to snap on the way up with Mithra's.
Yeah. What happened there with Oh no, okay. Jeepers almost SDing with that.
They haven't switched to Pyro once, right?
No, they haven't. This
Yeah,
is looking very interesting.
Yeah, Jeepers up, I guess, wanting to just get a little bit more comfortable with the Mithra. What were you about to say?
I wonder if this is a way to kind of switch things up without actually switching characters. Like,
Yeah.
like
And-
actually in-game to mind game things. Like, okay, when is he going to switch to Pyra? But he never does. So
That could be it too. Another thing too, the game that W did win for the most part. Jeepers Pyro was on the back foot, and I did kind of point out how they were getting a little bit impatient. So maybe they just felt a little overwhelmed and just felt like they need a little bit more speed to deal with the Pika.
yeah, it seemed to have paid off.
It does seem to have paid off. Going to be a
3-1.
3-1.
So it looks like well, maybe not. We may have to wait a minute for us to go to our next match. Please remember to always update Smash GG because that makes our lives way easier finding out who is ready to be doing their matches next. Sometimes we may need to jump in the middle. And if you aren't updating Smash GG, we won't know how far along you are. So we definitely would like you to continue to update Smash GG. A lot of our players are very good about it, which is very nice. But keep that in mind anytime you're at a tournament yourself. I think we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back. We're going to run some of our ads real quick, and I will be right back. Right, hello guys, I am back. It's looking like we're going to be doing winners semifinals now. We weren't able to jump in the middle of anything, but it's going to be Turtle Hands and Coggles. So this is going to be interesting.
I imagine a Wolf Sephiroth we're going to see.
So, Lunar, question.
What is up? Yes.
Where do you see this tournament going? Who do you see in first, second, and third?
Let me bring up the bracket here real quick.
We've got Jeepers sitting in winners or in grands. We've got W sitting in losers finals, and we've got Turtle Hands and Coggles here in losers semis. So
I predict first and second being a repeat of last week. I predict Jeepers winning, W being second, and I'm gonna call this match. I'm gonna call Turtle Hands third. I definitely think Turtle Hands can beat W. It just seems like a tough matchup to play online, in general and online in Pikachu Sephiroth. But I definitely feel like Turtle Hands is gonna come out on top against Coggles here. No disrespect to Coggles. I just that's just my prediction.
yeah, I am not familiar with Coggles at all. They may have been on
Coggle-
stream before, but
Coggles used to come to the locals. They are also a player. So in the Pittsburgh scene, there were 3 players that were from New Jersey. Myself, although I currently live in Pittsburgh, I went to school out in Slippery Rock and then moved to Pittsburgh. But I'm from New Jersey initially. Coggles and Glutamate, actually. All 3 of us were from New Jersey. So Coggles used to come to the locals. Formerly a Wario player. I'm not sure if they aren't playing Wario because of either online or because of the nerfs. But from what I'm seeing on the bracket, Coggles has been going all Wolf today. And they went all Wolf last week too.
okay.
So we'll see.
Any plans for the weekend there, Lunar?
Not particularly. Friday is my Friday is my anniversary with my fiance, so we are going
Happy
to.
anniversary, dude.
Well, thank you. So we are going to go. We met at Slippery Rock, so for our anniversary, we like to go up there, and there's a restaurant up there that we like to go to. So we're gonna go drive up there and have dinner up there that night.
Huh.
Other than that, I don't really have anything particularly planned for Saturday or Sunday. How about yourself?
I probably am going to be spending the weekend with my girlfriend as well. So,
Nice.
Not exactly sure what we'll be doing, but probably a lot of gaming.
Is that the girl you went to IKEA with?
Yes.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. How did that IKEA date go, by the way?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. She's also listening, so.
Nice. Did were you thinking about that video when you were in IKEA?
I didn't actually. Funnily enough. I thought about it on the way home though. I was like, that was funny. Anyways, here's Coggles and Turtle.
Alright, yeah, Sephiroth Wolf. So yeah, as I had predicted, Coggle's going to gonna go Wolf here. From what I remember, so personally, my opinion, I think that the reason nobody really plays Wolf anymore, and the reason people generally, not everyone, there's definitely a lot of people that still think Wolf's a good character, but I know there's a lot of people that feel like Wolf has fallen off, or that he wasn't as good as we thought when the game came out. It's personally because no one wants to fire the gun, and I get it. People don't really like campy playstyles, but I think that the gun is the cornerstone of Wolf's neutral. I think that Blaster completes the character. And I think too many people either don't realize that or don't want to accept that. And I get it. It's not the most engaging. It's not the most fun. But it's one of his strongest, if not his strongest tool. I would have jumped up and reflected that, but
wow.
That's fine.
That was bold.
I would have reflected. Nah, absolutely was. But I feel like Coggles just doesn't shoot the gun enough personally. And I feel like a lot of Wolf players don't. And I feel like it's something you have to do if you want to be successful with the character. I feel like it's everything from a damage builder to a conditioning tool. Ooh, gets caught by the uppy and dies there. But it's a damage builder. It's and a conditioning tool. It's so good, and I feel like it's super underutilized. So I want to see more Blaster coming out from Coggles, and I want to see him respond to the ways that Turtle Hands will end up dealing with Blaster. Because right now he's down, just gonna keep throwing out back air, and is gonna land one eventually. Sephiroth, the tall character, Wolf can actually short hop, and then if you do buffered, or maybe not quite buffered, but if you do short hop back air with Wolf, and you do it while rising, you actually get an auto cancel back air. And Sephiroth is tall enough to actually get hit by that, so it's gonna be a viable option here to throw out when Sephiroth's at high percent. Tall man he is.
Tall boy.
Tall boy indeed. Even game though so far. Yeah, like there we go. Like the gun is just so good because it forces the opponent to do something. Unlike T-Jolt, which is also a great projectile, don't get me wrong. But unlike T-Jolt, which as I was talking about before, can be negated because it's not a transcendent projectile, the Wolf Blaster is. So it will force an action out of... Ooh, unfortunate air dodge there. Was definitely going for a tech, but ended up falling out of the up B and just got a buffered air dodge. You hate to see it. But the Wolf Blaster will force the opponent to do something. They have to shield, they have to roll, they have to spot dodge, or they have to jump. They can't just hit it. They can't just... it'll force them to do something, or they could just take it. You know, that's an option too. Not a very smart option, but Turtle Hands has now just taken 3 of them. Up smash out of shield, not going to be quick enough to punish that nair, that cross-up nair that Coggles threw out there.
Ooh. That
Went for 2
spacing was
pokes,
just
didn't get
so
it.
close. Close
Oh,
when
it
it counts in
absolute-
horseshoes and hand grenades, though, so we couldn't get any hits on him.
No, unfortunately. Going for the down smash, doesn't get punished. Goes for up smash too, and armors through an attack that Coggles threw out, but ends up just getting grabbed for it. Goes for up air there, a little bit faster. Definitely would have killed. Yeah, Coggle's doing a really good job of just kind of like avoiding the long sword from Sephiroth here. Ooh, not quite close enough to get the up smash out of shield. Waits for the spot dodge, only gets a jab off of it though. Turtle hands, oh, that's the hard part about Wolf. Recovery is a little bit tricky sometimes, and gonna easily, I shouldn't say easily, but gonna lose his stock there. But at 156%, it's gonna be, ooh, gets a short hop and not full up. It's gonna be hard for Turtle Hand's gonna have to play really, really cautiously here and not take any damage. Gets a parry, but doesn't get any punish off it, and just is gonna get back thrown to death.
And commentators curse.
Yeah, well, I did say it was going to be tough there. So game one actually going to Coggles there. Nice. Coggles definitely played that pretty well. Let's see what adjustments Turtle Hands can make.
Okay, looks like they're running it back.
Yeah, Turtle Hand's just kind of, from what I've seen of him on stream, just continually playing on PS2 here, not really changing it up.
From what I've seen in the past, that's what Turtle Hands likes to do. He likes to keep it safe with PS2.
Small lead that Turtle Hands is going to take here. Is able to combo.
Fucking made perfect.
Yeah, gets him with 3 balls of death there, and is able to combo into the back air and kill. I don't know why you're trying to challenge that Octoslash there. I appreciate it because that's something that I wish W had done a little bit more, despite them still winning the set, of course. But not with Wolf down air. You definitely do not have the range to compete with Sephiroth Octoslash. A down smash, perhaps, because a trade could work in your favor, but not a down air. I don't think I think a down air is going to most likely get beat unless you are a timing god. Turtle Hand's already looking so much better this game, able to take that first stock relatively early, and we're going to see what they're able to do. Coggles is trying to catch a jump, throwing these 2 neutral airs out.
Ooh.
Yeah, just going to get caught by a back air. Definitely something you have to watch out for when you're playing against Wolf. Yep, just gonna shoot the gun here, but Coggles is down, so even if it's not a stock, they are still down a percent, so they are gonna have to make something happen if they want to win this. Back throw into okay, again baits an air dodge, but ooh, what a great counter! What a fantastic counter. Gets the stock anyway, but what I was gonna say is that's the second time so far I've seen Turtle Hands try to bait out an air dodge, and doesn't get it, but doesn't pull the trigger at all, just kind of lets them float down. It didn't matter there because they were 1 step ahead of them, but still, I would like to see them maybe not give the opponent so much respect. Gonna get grabbed and down thrown into one-winged angel. Waits for the spot dodge, isn't able to get the grab though. Dashes right through them because they spot dodge again. Ooh, great fair to stop that forward smash. Just stabbed him. Stabs him again. Do it again. Up smash. Gets dash attack for it. Isn't going to die, though. Going to Octoslash to ledge. Yeah, Coggle's not really trying to challenge it anymore. Because they're just going to lose and give up the stage positioning. And Turtle Hand's looking real good right now. Dash attack. Really ill-advised dash attack. Gonna get grabbed, but gets the mash out. Doesn't get back thrown. Yeah, I'd be really weary if I was Turtle Hands about throwing neutral B right now because Wolf does have that reflector online, and a reflected. Ooh, gonna get that up air to catch the jump. What a greatly placed up air. But a reflected neutral B, a reflected Sephiroth neutral B does not sound fun to deal with or get hit by. Because not only will it increase in speed, it'll increase in power.
Yeah, with Sephiroth winning this one, that's what, a 1-1 now? Yeah, it is 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, remember who you said Coggles plays? I think it might be time. Might be time to bring out a different character from Coggles today.
Well, it is 1-1.
They're gonna be going Battlefield too.
Gonna be going the Wario. This is the character I know Coggles for. So, seems like didn't drop Wario, maybe just trying to pick up a Wolf.
Wolf seems to be decent online, so
3, 2, 1, go!
see, things about even right now. Ooh, Coggles with a little bit of a lead. Really capitalizing on that.
Yeah, so I wonder how Wario is actually going to deal with Sephiroth. I haven't been able to see this matchup. Something I actually immediately noticed Turtle Hands taking advantage of was I saw angled F tilts, which I think is going to be work to great effect against Wario, a character with such great air mobility and drift. They weren't really doing that against the Wolf because they didn't have to worry about it too much, but it's going to definitely be... hate to see it. Doesn't grab ledge, unfortunately, and now they're going to be down a stock for it.
Coggles with a huge lead at this point. Almost exactly a stock in percentage as well. About 20 more percent, and he's about there. Oh, interesting. I would have thought that the bike would have had a little bit more armor when he was doing that attack.
Mm-hmm.
Or any armor at all, to be honest with you.
So the bike actually doesn't have armor at all. It just depends. Most people actually end up hitting the bike first and not Wario. But if you can aim at Wario on the bike and completely avoid the bike, you will just hit him off.
Interesting.
Yeah, the bike doesn't
That
offer him
bike
any
also
armor
just
at all.
blocked him right there too, so that was actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Bike has some interesting properties, but one thing it does not give Wario is armor. Thank God, he does not need it. Yeah, the mobility here gonna proving to work out for Coggles pretty well, but Turtle Hand slowly bringing it back. As I say that, gets hit with weak nair into dash attack. That's gonna be a confirm right there. Hadn't that unfortunate SD. Other than that, though, like Turtle Hands isn't really playing bad here, and they're definitely keeping up well. So I wonder if they lose this game, what next game will look like. But they aren't out yet. They're still in this. They do still have a stock left, and the screen has not said game, so I don't want to count them out yet. Gonna get a couple of up airs there to get him at one winged angel and to 67%, and now gonna be lapped in percent. Yeah, really bad Oct slash, especially when Wario's flashing like that. Not pretty ill-advised.
The game's not over until Xander Mobius says so. So we've got 2-1 Coggles here. Do you still think you see Turtle Hands winning this?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my prediction. 2-1 Coggles. Because I don't really think Turtle Hands played too bad until the last couple moments of that game there, and they did kind of have a pretty bad SD in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see what adjustments Turtle Hands can make here. Again, no disrespect to Coggles. I've played Coggles, and they're a very good player. I'm just gonna stick with my guns.
Looks like we're running it back to Battlefield.
Yeah, I don't think that was a particularly bad pick for Sephiroth. Again, an unfortunate SD followed by some impatience, I feel like, is really what lost Turtle Hands that game. I feel like we're doing some form of DSR, right?
I believe
In
so.
this kind of, yeah, so we can't go back to PS2 here. So I don't really, honestly, I don't really think Kevin cares about counter picks. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Kevin being Turtle Hands.
I could see this going either way. Turtle Hands does have a little bit more of a hill to climb, being down a game, but
no, absolutely. Not undoable by any stretch of the imagination, though.
definitely not.
Interesting down air. I don't agree with most ascending down airs for the most part. Very rarely do I feel like they're good. Doesn't die for it, but does eat a punish. No jab lock. Doesn't really go to take advantage of that. Second time Turtle Hands has parried and has not punished off of it. Maybe they expected a cross up though, because they forwarded the opposite direction. Gonna eat a back air, and yeah, Coggle's kind of just in control right now. I also, I'm still gonna stick to what I said, but I also didn't expect Coggles to switch to the Wario, considering I haven't seen the Wario for a few weeks. I thought that they were kind of just going all wolf.
Yeah, this definitely, you can see the difference in skill that Coggles has with Wario versus Wolf.
Oh no, you absolutely can. Coggles' Wario is much more practiced than his Wolf, and yeah, I agree. You can definitely see it, and doing a good job picking their spots and not really approaching when they don't have to. So let's see. So let's see if Turtle Hands is able to do anything here. Gets him with 3 of the death balls, and that should hit him, yeah, but isn't going to be able to combo off of it. A little too far. Up smash, not going to do it. Not going to connect through the top platform. Ooh, yes. Aware that they had that third jump to use, so they could avoid bike and not just charge up B and get hit by it.
That third jump, I every time I've played Sephiroth, I forget I have it. Almost every time.
Oh yeah, I feel like most people do. It's a very, I believe Sephiroth is the first character to go into a state that gives them an extra jump. Usually characters have a set amount of jumps. Like Kirby and Meta Knight, they just have 6 jumps. But I don't think there has been like Charizard, it's 3, I believe. But I don't believe there's ever been a character that has a set amount of jumps, but then has a specific property, or or a mechanic that gives them a third jump.
It's a very interesting mechanic, and I'm very interested to see what other DLC characters will have as their gimmick as well.
Oh, I agree. It seems like every character has had some sort of I don't necessarily want to say gimmick, but something going for them for sure. Sorry, that's unique to them.
Like with Mithra's Foresight, that's interesting.
Yes, the foresight for sure is interesting. Turtle Hand's gonna have to make something happen here. Coggles kind of been all over him ever since the Wario switch. I think Turtle Hand's had a really good grasp on what to do against the Wolf, but the Wario has kind of been taking it for a loop, and that time 3 parries and no punish all 3 times. Turtle Hand's doing a great job right now though at keeping Wario out, abusing the fact that he has a bigger sword in range. Great combo there from Coggles. Wasn't able to continue it into more damage, unfortunately, though. And let's see if Turtle Hands is able to do anything here. Gets an air-to-air with a nair there. Goes for down smash, but Coggles doing a good job to avoid it. Uses the bike against them. Doesn't do much. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Ooh, gets the parry, goes for a punish this time, but was a little negligent of the second hit there and gets hit by the second hit of Nair. Only 43% though. If Turtle Hands can avoid taking any more damage while taking the stock, then he doesn't have that much of a hill to climb. Ooh, great. Great shield there. Exhausted the waft. So that's actually going to be something that we're probably not going to see for the rest of the game. Good counter there just to kind of avoid any type of rush down at ledge. But at 79%, it is going to be hard. It does have one winged angel back, but I don't know how much is going to help them. Not the best DI on that forward tilt. Coggle's going for the forward air. Down air, I get it, but it's not. You're not going to beat Dr. Slash with that.
Nope, there it is.
And that is going to be it. All right, Coggle's taking it 3-1. And we are going to have Turtle Hands in fourth. All right, so now we're going to get to see Coggle's W. And let me look at the bracket. Did they get to play today? They did not play at all today. So this is going to be the first time that these two are meeting in today's bracket. So who knows? Maybe Coggle sticks with the Wario. Maybe another upset has happened, and maybe he proves me wrong yet again.
Yeah, maybe. I'm really interested to see where Coggles is going to start at. Is he going to start with Wolf? Is he going to start with Wario? I'm thinking that they're going to start with Wario first, just because
I think so too.
W is one of our best players in SMAK the Bug, and going at a somewhat detriment right off the bat is probably a bad idea. Not necessarily a detriment, but like somebody you're not as comfortable with, if that makes sense.
No, I agree. And while I think both characters do perfectly fine against Pikachu, I definitely think going with your more practiced character, in this case Wario, is definitely going to net you a better result.
Yeah, exactly. So we are currently waiting for W to check in. But as soon as they are, we can go ahead and start our losers finals match. I'm super excited for this. I don't know about you. This is definitely a matchup that I don't think we've seen at any of our SMAK the Bug events recently.
To the best of my knowledge, I do not know if these two have played. I'm sure. Well, actually, I can't even say that. I have no idea if these guys have any match history in Smash the Bug whatsoever. So, should be an interesting matchup for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Exodius, Coggles just won against Turtle Hands using Wario, so I'm really curious to see if Coggles is going to continue going Wario, and I'm really hoping that that's going to happen. Starting with Wario is probably the best bet, in my opinion. Starting with somebody you're more comfortable with instead of somebody like Wolf, which Coggles does not seem as comfortable with. And you can see the skill gap completely different between Coggles as Wolf and Coggles as Wario.
For sure. Let me look at chat here. So I guess Coggles still on the Wario. So Coggles was on Wolf most of the tournament as well. And then switched to Wario only in game 3 against Turtle Hands.
I'm really thinking that they're definitely gonna go Wario at this point. It looks like Smashville is gonna be their first stage. Banned FD Battlefield in Town. Interesting.
Yeah, gonna stick with the Wario here. Alright, so I'm gonna go to Smashville first. Alright, I'm interested to see how this is gonna play out here. The Wario versus the Pikachu. I'm happy to see Coggles stick with the Wario. Definitely, I think, the better choice. Simply because the Wario is obviously more practiced. I don't think Wolf is a bad choice against Pika, actually, at all. Wolf has a lot of big hitboxes that Pika really does have to worry about. And the fact that Wolf can deal with Pika... Oh, what a catch! Wolf can deal with Pika projectile a little bit easier than Pika can deal with Wolf projectile, but we're not seeing Wolf. We're seeing the other character that starts with W. So let's see. Gonna camp center platform here. Yeah, generally the best thing you can kind of do on this stage, because it kind of mitigates Pika T-Jolt a ton. If you just kind of camp, if you just want to camp that center platform there. Goes for a jump fair, is gonna get F smashed for it. Okay, stream froze me for a second there. That's fine. 106%. Gonna call the landing with an F smash, and W gonna take the first stock here. So let's see what answer Coggle has. Just gonna wait. Good dash back. No grab. No nothing though. No punish. Gonna eat back gears here. People SDI down and away. That's how you get out of that. Or just out.
Ooh.
I think I just do it out, honestly. But you can indeed SDI the Pikachu back airs, so you don't eat 50 million of them. I used to do it to John Switch all the time, to the point that he asked me one time, how are you getting out of this? SDI was absolutely nerfed in this game, but it does still exist, and I wish more people remembered that. Ooh, great snipe on the bike. Yeah, bike not quite replenished yet, and W doing a great job just holding this lead here, not really going to let Coggles get in. Gets a bite, so going to heal a little bit while building up some percent. 77. Wario is a heavier character, so yeah, that's not going to be as devastating as it would have been on a lighter character there. Falls right into the fair, great placement by W, and back air, great tech.
I think that just saved Coggles there.
It may have. I'm not entirely sure what position they were in, but it was a great tech from Coggles nonetheless. Yeah, so game one, looking so far like it's going to be in W's favor. 2 back airs, 2 up airs. Good little 28% combo there. Gets Thunder through stage for 38%. Drag down neutral air, up air, back air. Yeah, W really knows their Pikachu combos, and that's... ends up actually not even landing on stage, going right into Pikachu themselves.
I think he hit off stage.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, Coggles was DIing towards stage, but I think that the hitbox, the rising hitbox of Pikachu was just big enough that it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Gonna get the down air there and finally take W's first stock, but at 115%, this is a lot of 114, excuse me. Oh, now back to 115. But regardless, this is going to be a really big... Squatch is in chat. What's up? Wish you were here with me, man. But it's a big mountain to climb for Coggles. Gonna be hard against a character like Pikachu. But Waft is online, so if Coggles is actually able to get this stock without wasting Waft, then they are absolutely within comeback potential.
I feel like Coggles definitely does have that possibility.
I think so too. I for sure think so too. And yeah, Coggles is really gonna try and save the Waft here. Just kind of throwing out of Smash there. Gonna get the bite. Dash attack, yeah. Wario a heavy boy, so not gonna kill him yet. That was a risky dash. That was a risky get up attack, but doesn't get punished for it and just gets instead F smashed by Pikachu.
So game 1 going to the player with the W as their first letter and not the character. It looks like bans are going to be FD and Yoshi's for now. So looks like we're going PS2.
Alright, gonna eat back airs. More back airs. Gonna get carried off stage here.
Pikachu can go deceivingly low. Like it's kind of insane.
Oh yeah, Pikachu has a great recovery. Pikachu absolutely can. That's one of Pikachu's biggest strengths is edge guarding in this game. Edge guarding has not really been all that prevalent in any Smash game after Melee, simply just because of how the engines work and because how much more floaty they made every Smash game since then. But even with that, Pikachu is wow, what a great up air.
Yeah.
Pikachu is one of the characters that can edge guard the hardest in this game just because of that great recovery. They can risk going out so deep or so low and still get back. And only at 13%, W just... God, I keep yawning. W just running this show.
Could we see a comeback for game 2? Now, if Coggles wins this, what do you think their chances are against Jeepers?
You know, it's tough to say because, as we said before, Jeepers plays so many characters. So like, let's just say they start Pyra, right? It's like even if the Pyra Mithra is getting dealt with really well by Coggles, well, then Jeepers can just go Min Min or Isabelle or Rosalina, and you know, especially Min Min too. It's like, then all right, well then how much if you're Coggles, how much do you know the matchup?
Yeah, that's going to be the hardest part, is knowing those matchups. Like, those are very, very niche matchups. Maybe not as much Isabelle. I feel like Isabelle could be a little bit more known. But that may be a bias on my side of just knowing that character a little bit.
Perhaps. So we shall see that for sure. We shall see if that happens. But right now, W just in the lead, still on all that, still on their first stock.
Ooh. Not looking good for Coggles here. does have waft though.
They do have waft. Waft is online, but
Oh.
gonna end up just falling to their death. A 3-stock coming out there, even if it was kind of a screw up there at the end. And yeah, W kind of just having complete control here. Doesn't really look like Coggles is going to. Doesn't really look like Coggles knows what to do. Just immediately runs it back. Yeah, like I said, I think you should take a second there, but we'll see.
Coggle's getting really comboed hard here.
Yeah, Coggles really looks like he just doesn't have an answer for W's Pikachu here. And W looking like they have all the answers for this Wario.
I'm wondering if going Wolf would have been a better option instead.
Yeah, you can't help but wonder. It seems like Coggles didn't really care to find out though, despite, you know, kind of getting mollywopped that last game. Decided not to switch to the Wolf and stay with the Wario.
That's infinitely better than the last match. Last game.
So far, yeah, definitely a much more even game. The last 2 games, honestly.
Yeah.
Coggles seems to have been able to make just a few adjustments here, and now we're seeing an even game. So we'll see if Coggles able to make anything happen here in this game 3.
Ooh. That is extremely evenly matched here this time. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah, completely even game. Waft already online too, so
Oh, nice catch.
yes, nice catch indeed. Coggles have been. I think it's the second time we've seen that happen. Gets back aired. Off stage, great air dodge. But great coverage there by W. Up smash, really. Pikachu has surprisingly little end lag on a lot of his moves. So is Coggles going to be able to take his first game in Losers Finals, or is W just going to go right to Jeepers and get that rematch?
It's real tough to say.
It is tough to say, but W slowly pulling away here.
Yeah.
Nair didn't combo off it though. Instead, just went straight for spot dodge because probably thought that they missed it. So hard to hit confirm online.
It was starting to look one-sided, but things are starting to even up a lot more. Oh! Oh!
Nair into Waft, and
dang.
Wario with the great equalizer.
Wario wins.
And just like that, Coggle's back in this.
Things were going smooth for W, and I think W got a little too confident.
Yeah, arrogance definitely gets the best of us. It's the best of everyone, no matter who you are.
Looks like bans are FD Kalos so far.
What was it, FD Kalos?
Yeah, FD Kalos are the bans, and they're going town.
Good,
That's gonna be a decent chunk of area for W to T-jolt and move around with.
mm-hmm. Yeah, good bans against a character like Pikachu for sure, so we're gonna have to see
One, go.
what Town does. Town I actually think is a great Wario stage, to be completely honest with you. I think that I understand. So a lot of people are not fans of Kalos, mainly because they don't like the option of a lot of characters that are good on Kalos are also good on FD and Town. So a lot of people don't like the whole, oh well, I have to fight on one of those three. I can't just ban that. I can't ban all the best stages of my opponent's character, but to that I say that is why counterpick, like that is the whole point of a counterpick. You kind of have to weigh the options, and I think people are complainers personally. That's just me. And yeah, that's
Will going for the
a call out there.
the bike throw.
So Town is going to offer a little bit of a different situation than both of those two stages. I actually am really surprised that W went here. I understand that Pikachu is good on both FD and Kalos, but I don't think Pikachu is nearly as strong on Town. I think Wario actually, maybe not particularly on this transformation, and then of course there is the FD transformation, which is I know why a lot of people don't necessarily like Town, because there's essentially three transformations. There's the Kalos-esque transformation. It's actually more like Northern Cave now. There's this small FD one, and then there's this one. I think Wario's best transformation is this one by far, because the mobility just makes them able to camp platforms so well.
It's like a reverse battlefield.
It kind of is, yes.
It would be very interesting to see this stage as is.
Just static like this. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
He's taking him out.
Got the jump there, and all of a sudden, what was a good game for Coggles is they now have a mountain to climb here.
This mountain is getting ever higher as W just continues to wail on Coggles here. Imagine if that would have broken shield. Imagine. If that waft would have broken shield, that would have been insane. It's looking real bad for Coggles here.
Yeah, Coggles kind of had these two deaths where they just kind of fell and didn't really do anything because they didn't really realize what resources, or I'm not sure. But either way, W going to end up taking it 3-1, and we are going to see a rematch of what we saw in winners finals. This time, W coming from losers, though.
I'm curious to see how this goes. I would not be surprised if Jeepers just takes it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jeepers doesn't just take it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Jeepers has it up though, because we saw with last week, Jeepers got what 3-0'd to send down to losers, and then 6-0'd on the way back up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like Jeepers took 3-1 on W tonight. What if we see the same thing from W tonight? That could be kind of insane.
It could be, but I
Chances are
would
slim.
not be surprised if this just ends in a 3-0 in Jeepers' favor. I'm going to be completely honest with you here.
I'm not doubting it being an extremely close 3-0 if it happens that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm definitely thinking that it's going to be Jeepers here.
Me too. I'm going to step out for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Not a problem.
All right, I'm back. All right, I guess we're still waiting. Okay.
And it looks like Jeepers is back in. Perfect. Interesting to see how this goes. I'm willing to bet that Jeepers is probably going to go Pyra again. Happened to work very well last time. Let's see where it goes from there. They're going to be starting on PS2. So...
Ready? Three, two, one, go!
Starting Mithra. Interesting.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back.
Welcome back, Lunar. When you came back before, I had my mic muted, so that was my bad.
No, that's perfectly fine. One of my buddies is it's his first playthrough of Metroid Prime, so I was like, well, I'm waiting. I'll just watch him play.
Jeepers is starting Mithra again. So
yeah. What I think is, I think that Jeepers is actually very comfortable with Pyra, and I think that they've proven already that they can not only win with Pyra, but that they can also can beat W with Pyra. So I think that they really are just trying to get more comfortable with Mithra. I think that Mithra is very not their style. Mm-hmm. That was a little extra, but I understand why they went for it. Because they were dead anyway. So, but what I think Jeepers is doing is Jeepers is trying to get more accustomed to Mithra and just trying to get more accustomed of how to play Mithra.
I wonder if Jeepers has been listening to our commentary. And,
I also wonder that. I also wonder if the players have the stream up and they're hearing what we're saying.
Yeah, because it's always a very interesting. Because there's nothing wrong with that. But I wonder if Jeepers is taking almost advice from this, where he's using that time that he has here in Grand specifically. Oh boy. And we see a switch to Pyra, so...
Yeah, I think as much as Jeepers wants to work on Mithra, I think Jeepers also wants to win.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're trying to do now. So yeah, able to immediately close the stock out with Pyra, and that is the thing. Pyra is going to be closing out stocks a lot easier than Mithra.
Definitely.
Mithra, she can kind of gimp you if you're smart with your recovery, and she has a couple kill confirms on a few characters, but for the most part, Mithra's they very much designed Mithra so that you're not going to be killing with Mithra. They really want you to use both characters in conjecture with each other. If I'm even using that word right, but
conjunction, I think, is what you're looking for.
Yeah, you're probably right. What is English?
Dude, I hate English. I can't words either. Words are hard.
I know. Freaking. I'm out here I need to learn Spanish, which I do, but then I'm I can't even. But then I'm I can't even speak English well.
No hablo español. I'm
no hablo español.
Español.
I
I actually took Japanese in high school.
took a year of that in college.
I really wish that I could have taken more Japanese.
Japanese was quite the language.
I found it very interesting because it was a completely different way of thinking in terms of forming language. Forming words.
I agree.
Some of it made more sense. Not gonna lie.
Parts of it definitely do. For sure.
Ready?
So looks like we're going to Smashville.
Alright, so we're gonna go Smashville. So gonna start Pyra this time. Yeah, it seems like Jeepers is kind of just you know what, the Mithra's not really working out, and I don't really feel like playing 2 sets. So let's go back to Pyra, since Pyra is what won me the set. I believe it was 3-0 in winners?
3-1.
3-1, okay, yeah.
We also have to keep in mind that Will's hands are definitely a lot warmer right now.
Yes,
so...
W's hands for sure, because they have been playing, are definitely going to be a little bit warmer. And that's kind of what happened last week, is that Jeepers came from losers, so Jeepers was playing a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure W would like to get a tournament win over Jeepers, considering they couldn't quite get it last week, but not if Jeepers has anything to say about that. Already, Pretty even game. W with a slight lead here, but Pyra's just got such great damage output that I like what all it took was one down air, and now pretty much, and now we're at even percents again.
Which is insane. The amount
It
of
is very
damage Pyra
insane.
does is like, it doesn't seem like she would do that much damage.
No, but they the Pyra Mithra is kind of a better executed version of what they tried to do with Zelda and Sheik in both Melee and Brawl. In Melee, it ended up failing because Sheik could kill, so there was really no reason to go Zelda ever. And Sheik was just an overall better character. In Brawl, they both just sucked. And the the transformations were too slow, but it seems like they finally actually kind of got it right here. It seems like, okay, we need to make the transformations quick, and we really need to make it which she could not really kill you in Brawl to begin with, but they were like, we really need to make it so that one of them is much more about the combos and less about the killing, and one of them is all about the killing, in this case Pyra.
Yeah.
So I really think they finally kind of got this archetype right, and they just decided to. Yep, that's all right though. That's all right. Jeepers still in control here, and we'll see what they're able to do. But it feels like, you know, they gave up on the Sheik Zelda thing, and they were like, we're gonna get this right. We just need to do it on a different character, and I really feel like they did it well on Pyra and Mithra.
They managed to do it very well with Pokemon Trainer, though, at least.
Pokemon Trainer, yes, but Pokemon Trainer is 3 characters, and all of them are very, very different. And they were only able to do it on Pokemon Trainer after a balance patch, because for a while there was really no point in playing anyone but Ivysaur.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but in Brawl, Pokemon Trainer really wasn't as good because you were forced to play the other two. No matter if you wanted to or not, because of like fatigue or something like that, right?
Yes, they had this really weird fatigue stamina mechanic going on for specifically only those 3 for that specific character in Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah.
So it kind of did force you to switch. It was a very bad way to force the player to switch out. It didn't really incentivize you. It just kind of made it mandatory. It kind of just made it forced, which no one likes to play a character. But in this game, they got them worked out all very well, much better in my opinion. It's definitely, they just kind of figured out how to better design the characters to play them all with each other, as opposed to just being like, oh, we're gonna force you to switch out because now you're gonna do less knockback and damage.
So Jeepers at 70 with Will at 0 on their final stop.
I see that. Yeah.
This is very hard to come by.
This is hard to come by. Generally, Jeepers is just kind of even. Yeah. Yeah. So I wonder if we're going to see a character switch here. I wonder if Jeepers is going to stick it out with Pyra Mithra, or if they are going to go to their tried and true Min Min. I'm really curious as to what we're going to see here.
Looks like it's same bands, which were FD, or no, Battlefield and Yoshi's.
Mm-hmm. So what I think is that if Jeepers sticks Pyra Mithra here and loses, I think that they are going to switch I would guess Min Min, I'm not sure, but I would think we're going to see Min Min in set 2. Yeah, it doesn't look like Jeepers is going to be switching. Looks like they're going to stay the Pyra Mithra. Maybe just need to get warmed up a little bit. Like you said, W definitely warmed up. The player coming from losers is always going to be more warmed up than the player who's sitting in winner's side of grand finals here. So we're going to have to...
Looks like we're running it back.
Yeah. I don't really think the stage is the issue right now. I think W is a little bit warmer, and it's just kind of getting the better of Jeepers. Jeepers are making a few errors here and there, but usually when these guys play, even last week, even though W did 3-0,
they were all close, weren't they?
They were all close, and it just seemed like Jeepers just had, like, no disrespect to W, of course, W played very well, but it seemed like Jeepers kind of had just some slip-ups that cost them the games. And right now, we're going to see... Oh, so wisely kept the jump there. great recovery there from Jeepers to just know, hey, I'm just going to eat some back airs here. That's fine. Let's just keep our jump, take the damage, and recover. Because taking damage is better than losing a stock.
Yeah.
And W just ready with every out of shield option here, not letting not letting Pyra start any pressure. And this is Pyra's biggest problem in neutral. This is kind of why Pyra isn't so great of a character, because Pyra gets overwhelmed in neutral fairly easily if you don't let them breathe. And that's kind of what's happening right now. Only at 14% with 113 on Jeepers. Jeepers hasn't been able to get anything started.
I'm curious to see if Jeepers loses this stock, if they're gonna switch to Mithra. Because switching to Mithra would not be good right now, because Mithra's going to die easy.
Yes, Mithra is actually a little bit lighter than Pyra, so Mithra is absolutely going to die easy. But
bringing it back a little bit here.
Yeah, slowly chipping back here. Good nair, and are we gonna get? Ooh, clanked with the Flame Nova, and that actually worked out in Jeepers' favor because they were able to get their shield up in time. But unfortunately, goes for an up B in neutral. W gets behind them and kills them with the dash attack here, and we are now gonna eat the back air train. That caught the jump.
Yep, it did. Hate to see that.
Yeah, wow. W just really showing dominance in this first set.
This is looking like a reset at this point.
This absolutely is looking like a reset. That didn't kill. Wow. I hate to say it. I really definitely didn't think it was going to be like this, but W just absolutely making me eat my own words here. I really would like to see, I think Mithra does better in this matchup in general. Gonna get the back air, but I think Mithra does better in this matchup in general, because when they went Mithra, they weren't doing too bad game one. And as I say that, here we go. Well, now we're back to Pyra. So there was a brief switch. Oh no, it was a taunt actually, is what it was.
Yeah.
Maybe seeing if they can just some psychological warfare, seeing if maybe they can just get under W's skin a little bit there. But personally, if someone taunts me while they're down, all right, sure, you're losing.
This might not be a reset yet. Because that psychological warfare seems to have been really working.
Yeah, it's what a call out. It's sometimes, taunts really do get under people's skin, and they're in the game for a reason, and I know that again, I don't know W all that well, but I know that what a fair. I believe that was forward air. What a great fair, and that's going to be a reset from W. So I wonder if we're going to get a character switch here.
This is very interesting.
Yeah, so Jeepers switching here. I definitely think we're about to see a character switch. I can't imagine that they're going to stay Pyra Mithra after how that first set went.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, but as we were stating before, Jeepers has a plethora of characters here, so my guess is going to be the Min, but I could be the Isabel, could be the Rosa. But my guess really is the Min.
I'd like to see the Min right now. Min tends to be Jeepers' go-to character.
Yes. It's hard to deal with Min. Min's a very good character.
Yeah. And I'm very curious to see if that's only because of online, or only because of the lack of knowledge versus the character. very few times do you get to play against a really good Min Min.
I think that Min Min is. I don't think so. I think the fact that Min Min is a zoner is going to the Rosa.
FD as well.
Yes, I think
Or
that
not
Min
FD,
Min.
Sorry, PS2.
Yeah. I think that Min Min is definitely a stronger character online, but I don't necessarily think Min Min will get nerfed by offline because they can also react. So, obviously we'll have to wait and see. Going to the Rosa, I'm really curious as to why we're not seeing the Min Min. Now, so, the only thing I can really think of here is Jeepers just wants to test themselves and work on their other characters, because Jeepers has proven multiple times that they can win with Min Min. So I think this is more of just a test of their own skill than it is them just wanting to win, because several Smash the Bugs Jeepers has won with Min Min.
I'm really curious to see how Jeepers would fare in offline tournaments.
Jeepers does well. I got to play Jeepers once, and I did lose. It's frustrating. They won at the end of the day, but like, and whatever, you can say I'm being salty when I say this. I made a very obvious error, both on, like, it was one of the very few losses that, like, I can, like, actually, like, now that months have passed, actually, it's probably been over a year at this point, now that so much time has passed and, like, the salt is gone for the most part, like, I can genuinely say I actually do not think I lost because I got outplayed, like, literally. So I don't know if you know how Greninja's counter works. Like, I genuinely fucked up. So Greninja's counter is omnidirectional.
Yes.
So what happened was they were using Piranha Plant, and I jumped in front of the recovery off stage.
Ooh,
and
that was good. Good neutral.
Nice. But I jumped in front of the recovery and countered off stage, and all I had to do was hold down, and the set was over. But I didn't. I held right for some reason, and I don't know why. To this day, I did that. And well, no. Hang on. And so I go under the stage. They end up teching the stage, and I'm like, that's fine. I'll just do an L up B to recover, and I get side B, and I die. I was at 0%.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Yes, so it was like one of the few losses that I will say that, like, I did not get outplayed. I actually just fucked up twice. Jeeper still has the win at the end of the day, but like, I didn't like because if I had gone in and they teched and I got back to stage and then lost, then that's my fault. Well, it's still my fault, but like then that's more like, nah, like I had the opportunity, didn't take it, and I lost. Like I fuck up my kill, my guaranteed kill, and then I fuck up my recovery at 0%. So I was just kind of like, I was very mad that day. I was very mad that day.
Jeeper's still in the lead here, though, thankfully.
Yes.
I'm not picking sides, but...
No, but anyway, enough of my rant there. Yeah, so Jeepers Rosalina absolutely doing so much better than the Pyro was. It really seemed like W had a grip on the Pyro-Mythra this time around. So Jeepers just saying, you know what, let me go a different character, a character that they haven't played yet today, and let's see how they do against this. And doing well, gonna kill the Luma, so gonna be a little bit harder for Rosa now. Good trade, but it's Pikachu, so they're going to be able to come back anyway. Goes for the F smash, but gets the air dodge tech. One of my most hated things about this game. Absolutely hate that you can air dodge and still tech. What a great parry up smash! Wow, damn. Wow. Yeah, that was immediate. That was just that looked like it was on reaction, and that's hard to do online.
Yeah.
Gonna kill Luma again, but like, so Rosa kind of like a Ice Climbers-esque, but if Ice Climbers are kind of 50-50 Nana and Popo, Rosa is more of like 75% Rosa and 25% Luma.
Yeah.
Some would probably actually disagree, especially in Smash 4. Smash 4 was actually a little bit of a different case, but I think that's kind of more... It falls... I don't know if that percentage is accurate, but it falls more on Rosalina than it does on Luma in this game, whereas Ice Climbers have always kind of been 50-50, so like losing Luma isn't always the biggest of deals, especially because Luma respawns.
Luma respawns relatively quickly, too. It's about, like, what, 15 seconds at most?
Somewhere 13 to 15, yes.
Yeah, it's like, it's not even that big of a deal. I mean, that can cost you big time. But
Real quick, Root's saying why wouldn't you be able to air dodge to the ground in tech? Why hate that? Because you did a defensive option. Because if you are able to air dodge, that means you are out of tumble animation. So if you're out of tumble, why should you be allowed to tech? Why should you be allowed to tech if you're, because the second that you generally being able to do a move out of hit stun means that you are able to act. And in every other Smash game, that meant that the tech window was gone. So if I'm able to get out of tumble, so if air dodging indicates that, hey, I'm out of hit stun and I can act, why am I allowed to get the tech still? Why should I, if I have the opponent in that position, why do I have to react to 2 defensive options?
yeah, it's very weird.
Yes, and if you're going to say that existed in Smash 4, it technically did, but you rarely ever saw it. And it rarely ever came into play because the window was so much smaller to do it. But it's very big in this game. And it annoys me because it's not even just regular air dodge. You can do it off directional air dodge. I have actually seen people directional air dodge one way and then tech roll the other way. It's
That's
very,
insane.
very annoying. That's what I mean.
Insane.
Yes, the window is very, very generous for that in that game, and that's how I feel about that. You should not be, like, air dodging indicates that you are out of hit stun, therefore the tech window should be gone. That is how I feel about that, and I'm not the only one who feels that way.
Oh, looks like Luma's out already.
Yeah, you saw 800 air dodges midair instead. I mean, yeah, but I'd still rather react to that. I'd still rather that than air dodge teching. Also, neutral air dodge had a lot of end lag in... landing neutral air dodge had so much end lag in Smash 4 anyway that you could punish it. If you really want to talk about a game where you saw 800 midair air dodges, talk about Brawl. Smash 4 was far better than that than Brawl. Like, Brawl was awful with that. Smash 4 was far better.
So both these characters doing a lot of off-stage play here. I think they've been off the stage more than they've been on the stage in this this game here.
It'd be like that sometimes.
They do.
Yeah, ever since the Rosa switch, definitely, you know, still first stock here, but you could just kind of see Jeepers has a lot more command of neutral with Rosa than they had with Pyra. And it's been a lot harder for W to deal with this character.
Ooh.
As I say that, though, the first stock is actually going to go to W here. What were the bans? Do you know?
Every time.
I know. I know. I just...
Kalos and Lilat were the bans.
Kalos and Lilat, nice. Kalos, Lilat, yeah, Lilat's annoying. FD not a terrible stage for Rosalina and Luma, I think. But I don't play the character, so I don't know.
I wonder if platforms are a little bit harder to deal with because of Luma.
That could be it too.
Like
Luma,
trying to get Luma to go where you want it to, at least.
Yes, I could see that as well.
Again, that's not
Smash
me
there.
knowing the character. That's just conjecture. But
all right, so W with the lead right now. All the stage control, all the abilities in neutral. Didn't go.
Ooh,
Jeepers
nice
most
tech.
likely gonna. Yeah, Jeepers been really on point with those techs, but W with great coverage, able to just drop down Thunder and caught Jeepers slipping on ledge a little bit there. Gonna end up taking that second stock while still keeping theirs. 74% with Luma dead. Great position right now for W, for sure. About to say, any second now, we're definitely going to get Luma back here. Luma going to be able to make neutral a little bit easier here for Jeepers, as Luma does for Rosa in general. That's right, I always forget about the neutral, or is it the down B? What that property, the move that Rosa has where they can neutralize the projectiles.
yeah, they just eat the projectiles and pull them towards her.
Yes,
Any items
yes.
thrown at her, she can like grab.
Catch, yes.
In the middle of doing that, which is also very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Jeepers just kind of going to camp out here until they get Luma back, and Luma's going to die instantly again, and yeah, just
So
not
is
going to get the
Jeepers.
tech.
So it is 1-1. coming up.
It is
here.
1-1 in set 2 of Grants.
This could be anybody's game. No Battlefield, no Yoshi's this time, though. So let's see where we go. No bats? I want to go to bats. Smashville. Looks like we're going to Smashville. Not a bad pick. A bit smaller of a stage. I feel like that could be a good way for Jeepers to keep Pikachu in check. You have any takes on that, Lunar?
Smashville, you mean like the pick
Oh.
going to the Min Min?
Interesting.
Yeah.
That makes
W-
a lot more sense why we're going to Smashville now.
Yes, it does. W kind of showing that they are able to kind of handle their other two characters. So rather than even test the Isabel, Jeepers is out here saying, you know what, let me just go my best character, which I assume is Jeepers' best character.
Yeah. From standing in the middle of Smashville, Min
She
Min
can cover everything.
hit everything, and it is insane.
Yes,
The
Min
reach
Min.
Min Min has is insane. That
Yes.
like the grab, a quarter way through the stage, there you have no room to do anything, and that's exactly what Jeepers needs to close this out.
I agree. I just wish that Min Min had to commit a little bit more. Like, I wish that they designed Min Min a little bit more like Dhalsim, if you know anything about Dhalsim in Street Fighter.
I do not.
So Dhalsim is a character similar to Min Min, where they kind of have these extendo limbs, but they're not disjointed, so they can get counter hit for doing it. And I just kind of wish that Min Min was designed a little bit more like that, because it's kind of ridiculous that Min Min can cover all of this stage for free.
Yeah.
And with absolutely no risk. Just very non-committal, very just doesn't really have to interact with you if they don't want you, and it's it's frustrating. And with
the
that,
only thing that's close to that is whenever the arms get hit and they have a little bit of lag on them afterward.
a little bit, but there's still no damage taken. And usually,
Yeah.
if you're gonna clank with the arms, you're too far anyway to really get a significant punish off that.
Exactly.
So it's Min Min just kind of gets to poke from wherever she wants for free. Is that gonna be the jump?
That's gonna be a kill. Oh, maybe not.
Wow, the tether arms from hell, dear lord. Yeah, Jeepers already like completely commanding the neutral so much more than they were with their
Ramen
Rosa.
cooking up the competition here.
And W just gonna fast fall that fair and die for it. Quick game. What was that? Game 3?
That was game 3. That is Jeepers 2-1.
Jeepers 2-1 and immediately switching to Midman and just saying, you know what, playtime's over. Let's see what they're able to do. Of course, we are going to have to play on W's counter pick, but Jeepers one game away from winning.
One game away. This has been kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. Kalos and Lilat are gonna be our bans.
Yeah, always a smart option to ban Kalos against Pikachu. I think that's absolutely Pika's best stage.
I'm wondering what W is gonna do here, because FD really isn't gonna do much. I think Battlefield might be a good option, just because of the platforms. We're going small Battlefield.
Interesting pick. I don't know that I agree with this. Going back to Pyramithra, just wants to keep us here on commentary all night. But yeah, no, gonna go back to Pyramithra for small Battlefield. Maybe just kind of being like, hey, let me see if he's really kind of felt like since he switched back, and the immediate air dodge to death. Alrighty then. Kind of felt like Min Min was just a check. Kind of just like, all right, let's see how good you really are. and then saying, "All right, cool, we know exactly what this is."
Lightning Buster.
Gonna go back to Mithra. Gonna try to use Mithra this time around too.
I wonder if the 2 platforms in the center are gonna make it easier to do anything with Mithra instead of Pyro.
I wonder that too. I also wonder if maybe Jeepers just doesn't like this stage as Min Min. I couldn't see why not, but I wonder if that has something to do with it too.
Ooh, you gotta be very careful when Pyro's recovering, because that recovery can kill you easily.
Yes, it can.
Oh,
Ooh, the spike. Yeah, that's the problem. I actually think that it adds to their design being decently well balanced. But like, that's kind of the problem when the Aegis is off stage. They don't have many options, especially Pyra.
if you're coming from high enough and you predict a edge guard from like up high, you can throw that side B, but you're very, very vulnerable, and it's almost never a good option. If you're close
for sure.
enough.
Gonna end up getting it with the Flame Nova, but still at 45% and 2 stocks on W, has a mountain to climb here.
I'm willing to bet that if Jeepers loses this, that they're gonna go
Back to Min Min.
again. Yeah, and just
I
close
would
it out.
imagine. I would imagine, because if Jeepers loses this, which is, unfortunately, I don't want to count Jeepers out yet, but it's kind of looking like it.
Yeah.
We will see a Game 5.
I would not be surprised if Jeepers is like, I want to get some high-level play with Pyramithra again. Let's do that. Let's practice this. I want to get better at this character. And maybe that's what they're doing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely kind of looks like that. It really looks like Jeepers is just like trying to get as much experience with Pyramithra as possible, because it seems like they really want to play the character.
Which, like, in a time where everybody's locked down and we really don't get to choose who we play with a lot of times if you're doing quick play. And quick play is whoo, but
Yes, for sure. Yeah, no, for sure. Jeepers definitely seems to have that mindset of like, I'm more so going to use this to work on characters as opposed to winning. As opposed to focusing too much on winning, I should say. And that's a very good mindset to have at this time. And 65%, all of a sudden, this is not looking too undoable for Jeepers here. And I mean,
Yeah.
I've been commentators cursed several times tonight. So I don't...
this might be one of those times that you're not.
Okay, am I going to get commentators blessing one time? Not with that forward stick. Grab, really?
Oh.
The DI and the slight thickness of Pyra coming into play here.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, pulled.
Dang.
That is why you don't want to pull forward. Like even. What was I gonna say? Even when you're doing it on stage in neutral, like out of a combo, you don't want to pull forward with Pyra when you do that up B. And I don't think they meant to go that deep on stage. I think they wanted to just barely clip on stage and land. But it's gonna be hard to aim that online. So isn't it gonna be able to land the Prominence Revolt? And we are going to a Game 5. Switching, I have to imagine that we're gonna see a character switch here. Smash GG, what happened?
They did an oops. It's all right.
Did they report a victory that wasn't?
Yeah.
They reported Jeepers 3.
Yeah. Wait a tick.
We hit buttons, please fix. I won set for Game 4, I think they mean. Yeah, we are on a Game 5.
Yeah, we are. It is
Okay,
2-2.
well- Yes, it is 2-2 indeed. I think they should definitely let the TOs worry about that, but these two should just play their match.
We both hit bad buttons.
It do like that sometimes.
Yeah. You wish it don't, but it do.
Unfortunately, it do. Alright. Gonna see a game 5 here. I have to imagine Jeepers is going to Min. If not, then I don't know what they're doing, but...
If Jeepers goes Pyramithra, I will... Oh my god. Oh my god. What is going on?
Like I said, I think
What?
Jeepers... I really don't think Jeepers is putting too much emphasis on getting the W this tournament. I really think they just want to get more experience with this character. I think that's why I kind of feel like the Min was kind of just a check. It was kind of just like, am I playing bad? Are they playing well? Like have they leveled up this much? And I think they just kind of needed that for... and I don't even mean this in a bad way, but I think they kind of needed that for their ego a little bit, just to kind of be like, hey, is this real right now? Okay, nah, it's fine.
Like a reassurance thing, not necessarily
yes,
their ego.
That's a much better way to put that, like a reassurance type thing. I think that's kind of what the Min pick was, and I think outside of that, they really just want to work on their other characters. In like a competitive setting, that's not quick play.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't really think the last game was undoable by any means, though. They definitely brought it back, and it was well within... It became well within Jeepers' reach despite that early SD. So I think that could be part of it, too. Jeepers just might be thinking, hey, aside from that one early SD, that was such a doable game, and we're going to run it back. We're going to do it again. They went off and they were selecting something different, so I could have swore they were going to switch. Maybe they just changed their mind. Yeah, but, like, Pyro Recovery so... Almost saved in there. I actually, Jeepers went for the up B anyway. I actually would have just let myself die, considering I saw W in free fall there, and you kind of knew that you weren't going to make it back, but it ended up not biting him. Ended up just trading stocks anyway. A little bit risky of an up B to do there, but ended up working out. Come on. Yeah, W kind of has to play runaway right now, and has to find an opening. Jeepers has stage control, and with Pyra, that's a scary, scary thing to have if you're the opponent. Yeah, rising back air, so hard to contest. Pyra may be slow, but her hitboxes are just so hard to contest if you don't have any other disjoints like Pika doesn't.
Yeah.
With the exception of like forward smash, but you're not going to really be using that move to contest aerials.
Does Pika's tail have any disjoint?
I don't believe so. I could be wrong on that, but I don't believe so. Parry forward tilt, not quite going to kill just yet. But went for the jump read, didn't get it. Didn't really eat too much for it, though. They did lose stage control. Gonna do that. Gonna down tilt out of shield. Interesting, no up smash. And then, just gets nared and dies off the top for it. Yeah, W kind of looked like it had a big handle on this matchup before, but Jeepers seems to have slowly figured something out here. Maybe just that, sometimes that a one win is all you need. That one win with Min seems to really have had some damage.
Granted,
some mental
like
damage.
the match that sent W down to losers was all Pyramithra. So, that was a misinput there.
Oh, no. Yes, it was. That's very true. The winner's set
and
for
it's
sure.
looking like it's going to be Pyramithra for the win here, too. Look at that.
Pyramithra for the win. Jeepers going to close out the tournament with a JV2 on Game 5 of Set 2. So, really, what was that? Game 8, actually.
Yeah,
of Grand.
Impressive. Very impressive.
Impressive indeed. Great mental composure. Great mental composure there from Jeepers. And you know, I'm sure W wanted to win. Coming so close and resetting the bracket. It is unfortunate. W absolutely played amazing though. And maybe maybe next week. But that is going to be the tournament.
That's it, everybody. We have Coggles coming in at third, W in second, and Jeepers taking number 1 once again for
Absolutely.
Smash the Bug 48. Everybody, thank you so much for coming out. You guys are just as much a part of this tournament as we are. If you guys weren't here, we wouldn't be here to stream it for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, Remember, next week we start again. 6 p.m. is close of registration. If you're not registered, please register. Join in the tournament. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Make sure to check in by 6:30, and we start here at 7 o'clock. So we will see you guys next week. Same time, same place, same people. Everybody,
Yep.
thank you so much for coming out. Have a good one,
Absolutely.
guys.
Have a good night, everyone.